Gemini taps Grok for AI personalized prediction, market feeds crypto exchange. Gemini is integrating xAI's Grok into its prediction market product to serve personalized AI-curated contract feeds, according to a Cointelegraph report published May 29th. The move slots Gemini into a widening field of crypto venues bolting large language models onto their core trading surfaces. The pitch is straightforward. Instead of every user seeing the same default board of markets, Grok will rank and recommend contracts based on a trader's history and stated interests. Prediction markets typically host hundreds of low-liquidity contracts spread across politics, sports, weather, and macro outcomes. And discovery is the main friction point. Personalization is supposed to fix that. A second AI bet for Gemini's prediction product. Gemini launched its prediction market earlier this year and has been trying to differentiate from Polymarket and Kalshi, the category leaders. Both incumbents lean on liquidity depth and a US user base, two things Gemini cannot beat through scale alone. Layering AI on top of contract discovery is the kind of feature war that a smaller venue can credibly pick. The Cointelegraph piece frames the integration as Gemini following other crypto exchanges into AI features. The reference points are visible elsewhere in this week's news flow. MetaMask ran a live session on prediction markets with an outside builder, and Alipay rolled out an AI wallet with token payments to its 100 million AI Pay users earlier this month. Crypto-adjacent platforms have decided that conversational AI is a viable customer acquisition lever, and prediction markets in particular benefit from a recommendation layer because their inventory is sprawling. Prediction markets are the obvious place for AI. Prediction markets share two structural problems with the classic long tail of any marketplace. Most contracts have thin trading volume and shallow order books, and most users want narrow exposure to a handful of outcomes they actually have a view on. Without curation, a new trader opens a feed of hundreds of unrelated markets and bounces. Grok, in this role, functions as a ranker. The model sees a user's past trades, claimed interests, and presumably their wallet activity inside the Gemini surface, then surfaces a feed of contracts it expects the user to engage with. Whether that improves trader outcomes is a separate question. It almost certainly improves engagement metrics, which is what venues need to justify the underwriting of new markets. There is also a regulatory texture worth flagging. Prediction markets are under active scrutiny in the US. A Google engineer was charged this week with insider trading on a prediction market, and the CFTC asked a court to erase its own prior settlement with Gemini in a separate matter. AI-curated feeds amplify the editorial responsibility of the venue. If Grok preferentially routes users to thin event contracts that turn out to be manipulated, the optics get worse fast. A broader exchange-side AI race stepping back, Gemini's Grok integration is one move in a coordinated industry shift. Centralized exchanges have spent the last 2 years stripped of differentiation on fees, listing speed, and security after a wave of license-driven consolidation. AI features are the next product wedge, and they map cleanly to crypto's existing user behavior. Research-heavy discovery, multi-asset portfolios, and a tolerance for experimental product surfaces. The wedge has a downside. Personalization filter bubbles in financial products tend to push users toward higher engagement contracts, which historically means higher variance ones. Polymarket itself has wrestled with the question of whether its trending feed steers retail toward the most volatile outcomes. AI personalization is a stronger version of that dynamic, not a softer one. For users of Gemini's broader product suite, the Grok integration is a useful signal about where the exchange is allocating attention. Prediction markets, not spot trading, are getting the new bets.